Today guys, we're gonna unbox the RedCat Marksman and show you what's inside this box. Beautiful looking RedCat, guys. First of all, we got a package here with wheel spanners, screws, and all kind of other accessories. There goes your manual with a program card inside of it. All right, let's get this cardboard from around this truck. And inside the box here, we got the remote control. All right, let's check out the remote. There goes your remote, guys. So guys, let me show you the settings on the controller, what it does with the vehicle. So we're going to start with the steering radius here. So I'm going to turn this all the way down. When you turn this down, no steering. I'm going to hold the steering wheel all the way back like that, and I'm going to turn up this little knob and watch what happens with the steering. That's 100% steering right here. So we're going to deal with the center knob, and this is steering dual rate, what I just touched for you guys. And this one right here, which is throttle trim, and check what that does. When you turn this, it gives you like a cruise control. You can go forward and you can go backward. This is what it does. And this one right here, this is steering trim. So if the steering is not centered, see how it's moving? If it's not centered, then you touch this one over here and you could center it. Like, you know, if the vehicle not going straight, this will center it for you. And then we got, you know, off and on, and those here would make the vehicle, let's say if your motor is going backwards and you want to go forward, and that would make your motor go forward. Goes that way. When you switch it, it goes the other way, and this is normal. Okay, and this one right here, which is steering reverse. So if you're steering going, like you turn this way and you going the other way for you, you can switch this and see the steering turns. So. And then you switch it back, and then the steering turn different. This is what it does, guys. Pretty standard remote. 4 batteries at the bottom. Guys, so far the truck is very beautiful. I love it straight out of the box. I love just the look of the truck, you know, the army looking green, just the cage, you know, everything just looks so cool. I mean, it's a big truck, and the suspension is a little bit springy. I'm going to show you underneath and stuff, but let's take off the clips so I can show you what's going on. Pretty tight to get off, guys, so you have to get a screwdriver or something and remove it. Okay, as far as I notice here, guys, a pretty clean setup. ESC and ESC button is over here, and receiver is inside this little box right here. The Holmes Hobby 550 KN motor, and we got some pretty big wheel wells, but let's go underneath and see what we got. The differential is plastic, pretty hard plastic. The dry shaft is plastic. This piece right here, this is metal. Now we got some very beefy bottom links and upper links, so that look very durable. And this one here up front, this bottom links, as you notice, we got a bend in it, so I guess we'll get some good clearance by that. And the back of the truck have 4 links, up front have 3 links, and yeah, everything back here, guys, look very tough. Suspension, as I say, very springy, so I think we would have to do a little something with the shocks to get it to work, you know, much better. Got a smooth belly here so we can go over rocks very easy. I like the layout of the truck. The plastic is very durable. We got no qualms there. 1/8 scale, so it looked like it's gonna do really good on the rocks. We got nothing to really hang up at the bottom here. And the tires is a little bit, the rubber is very tight, stiff, but is vented, so you can hear the air is coming out to the rim, all 4 tires. And on the servo, we got metal servo horn, so that's a plus right there. Let's take a look up on the front. We got 2 lights buckets here, and these buckets, they are ready to put lights inside of them. We got a fake winch, but there's also a space where you can put a real winch. So far, it's just a nice, well put together plain base. Very simple, not too much things to hang up on, you know. And right here, the body gonna come and sit down in that groove right there, so it's protected from the sides. Very big bumper. The departure angle of the vehicle looked very good, and even the front, the approach angle, because the bumpers are so short, you know, they set it up for crawling. So now let's talk a little bit about the body. The cage is very durable. The body is light, very sturdy. We got a cowboy in there, and we got some decals inside of the cab. We also have wiper blades up front here. Comes with mirrors, flexible, and we got a 2-color paint, brown inside and green on the outside. Decals for the door handle and stuff, and we got light buckets ready to take lights. So the body looks like if you scratch the outside, the paint from the inside going to reflect, which is a brown paint. So it kind of give you that rusty looking look, you know. Back here, we just got some decals for the lights. Let me show you the grill up front. It's a piece of plastic up here and ready to take lights. There's no indicator lights here, just decals. But I think it's a really good thought out body. Overall, guys, on the first look, I really like it. I like the lightness of the body, so it's not going to hold back the truck from performance, you know. They also give you side window stuff on the both sides. Guys, so far, as I tell you, I love the look of the truck. The tires are 2.2 tires, pretty beefy tires, you know, and they look like they beadlock. The grip on the tires look really, really durable. So we can't wait to test it on the rocks and show you. And this is one of the parts that I really like here, where you can just put the body inside the groove, and that will definitely keep the body inside. So that is really cool right here, that the body is protected by this groove, and this would be running on rocks and stuff, but this is protected. Guys, I want to show you 14 points that you can touch on the RedCat to improve it. We're going to move the 4 shocks in different points. We're going to move the steering rod right here, and we're going to put it in the very first hole. They have it in the second hole, and that will improve the steering radius in the RedCat. This is the steering with the steering rod in the first hole of the steering servo horn, the inside hole. And now we're going to change it and put it on the outside hole. So now we're going to remove the screw. And this is what I'm talking about, guys. It was in this first hole here. We're going to put it in the one on the outside. So before we put it on the one on the outside, guys, we're going to remove the screw. And we're going to put some thread lock. So this is what your steering look like now. Much faster, and it feels like you get a little more of the steering radius. Alright, so we're going to move on to show you the others. Check this out, guys. If you notice, this one is much lower, and right here is much higher over the fender. The fender to the wheel, this one is lower. This one is higher. Now the reason for that, I already moved one of these shocks to a different position. So I'm going to show you what I did here. So the shocks have 3 different positions you can go in. So I'm going to move it from here and put it right here. And I'm going to show you how that works out. So now I'm putting it at the back. Okay, so the 2 front shocks move backwards, and now we're going to do the back shocks. Guys, check out the difference with the back, how high it is and how low the front is. This is what happens when you move the shocks from the different position that I showed you to the back. So I take it out from the middle and I put it to the top of the last hole at the back, and that way you change the dynamic of the front end, you know. Put the front end a little bit lower than it was sitting. If you notice, the back is higher and the front is lower, so we keep the gravity low down to the ground. So this is what I'm going to do with the back shocks right now, so you will see the difference. But let me turn the vehicle around and show you how the front looks. So check this out, guys. You see how the front sitting a little bit lower. The fender is much lower to the tire. So this is what I'm talking about. So you can definitely see the front is much lower and the back is higher. All right, let's move the back shocks so I can show you the difference. So the back shocks is all the way in the middle at the bottom, and I'm going to move it back here. So before I do the other side, guys, I just want to show you, this is the side that I did by moving the shocks forward and backward. The back one go forward and the front one go backward. You notice that the fender come down a lot closer to the wheel. I'm going to turn the vehicle and show you the other side. There goes the other side, guys. You notice the back is a little bit higher. So we're going to move these shocks right here. So guys, I want to show you something where the diff is knocking right here on the servo horn. So guys, this screw, I'm going to move it from here to there. And what that will do, that will push the wheel closer to the bumper or more forward, so we have a better approach angle. And this screw is basically to move this arm right here so the wheel can go up a little bit more. So we're going to move that screw out from the middle and we're going to put it right there. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna move this forward. So we do the same thing with this side here. Move the screw from here, put it in this one. Let me drop this down and show you. So now guys, we're just gonna move this link forward. So we got two of the links move forward, and now we got to move that one at the bottom here. So we got to move off this Velcro strap right here to get to the screw. To get to that screw here guys, we'll have to remove the ESC. Hold on by double-sided tape. Just gonna take it out of the way for now, and we're gonna move that screw. And now we're gonna push this forward. So check this out guys. You can see the front wheel is more closer to the bumper. See, that's the bumper right here, and the front will come way closer now because I put the front wheel up closer so then you get a better approach angle. It is almost level with the bumper up front, and the back one, you can see it's still in the middle there. So I'm thinking if I drop it back, it's going to even come closer to the back bumper. So let's see how that do. I could even feel the shocks is doing a better job now. It's not springy and bumpy anymore. Let's move the 4 links at the back. We got 2 up front here, and we got 2 at the back here. And we're going to move them backwards so we can push this back closer to the bumper. Check the front guys. It's way, way closer. All right, let's do this. So now we move one side forward, we're going to move the other side forward. And I'm going to show you the difference here with the wheels, how they move. And you can see the difference with this wheel. It's much closer to the bumper. You can see you have that slant already. This one is a little bit farther. So when we move this one up, it's going to come closer to the back bumper. So what we're doing here, lengthening the wheelbase. Okay, that's it for 2 bottom ones. Now we gotta move the 2 on the top. All right, so we're gonna move this one and push it up here. So check this out guys. See how close it comes to the bumper? So I'm gonna move this on the other side on top. We're gonna pull it up and give it a full length so it can go back. Move this one backwards. Check this out guys, watch how close it is. See how close it is to the bumper, but it's not touching. Alright, so we lengthen the wheelbase of the truck. Now everything is lengthened, moving a lot better, the way that I like it, the way that I think it works best for me. So all my RedCat, I do the same thing with them, and I get the best performance out of them by doing those things. So this is it. Guys, check out how low the vehicle is sitting now, and check out the shocks in them, how they have that slant. See the slant that the shocks have? That is what I've been looking for. Somehow when you do the shocks this type of way, the vehicle just performs much better. Guys, by moving the wheel base up front, the pumpkin is knocking on the servo even a little bit more. But this is as much that we can do, you know. To get all the adjustment that we wanted, we have to sacrifice this little piece right here. All right guys, I want to show you another end point of this thing, what you need to fix to get a better steering radius on the RedCat here. Now you see this little screw right here, this point right there. When you push the steering all the way, see it's knocking. So I'm thinking I'm going to grind that off and let the screw go in a little bit more so I can get more turning radius on the steering. So on the both sides that is happening. When we do this side, you can see it's touching right there. See that? So I think if that little notch just come off, we're going to have a better steering angle here. So I'm going to use a little Dremel and just take that off. All right, guys, now that I get the wheels off, let me show you. So first thing first, I'm going to take this one off here. So what I'm going to do now is remove this screw. Okay, guys, time to grind away. Alright, that look a lot better there. Okay, just gonna smooth it out all the way down. Alright, so I make it really flush, guys. I make it flush so that we got nothing holding it back. Check this out. And I'm thinking I'm even going to take it a little bit right here so we get a little more right there. Alright, check this out. See how close this is going now? I'm not even sure if it's touching anymore. Yep, that's it. Beautiful. Alright, so I'm going to take out as much as I can to get that as smooth and flat as possible. Okay guys, let me show you what I did here. Now this is what I just did, and I changed the screw. This is the original screw. Okay guys, so check out the difference here. Check this out. You see how close this is coming right here? Check this. Check the other one right there. You see how he's knocking the screw? Look how close this one is coming. That's the difference, guys. Alright guys, so we're going to remove this screw here and start the process. So one of the things you have to do, you will have to cut that screw after you grind down this piece right here. This screw would have to cut because you don't want it to touch the shaft inside because it's going to go further in. So what I'm doing here, I'm not going to use that screw anymore. I have this pack of screw here and I'm looking for the shortest one with this kind of head. See? And I'm going to cut this one. So first of all, let's grind this down so we can get it nice and smooth. Alright guys, check this out. See how close it's getting? Pretty close. So we'll get way better steering turning right there. So let me show you the other side. See how close it's going? That's what we need. So now what we got to do, we're going to cut the screw. I have this screw with this flat head. So I'm going to cut it with it to be very short. Now let me show you the original screw would come out. And we still have to go smaller than that because if you don't, what would happen is that the screw going to knock the shaft inside here. So this is the original screw and we gotta cut it down a bit shorter than that. So all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a pliers just like that, put this in there, and I'm just gonna measure the screw. So like that, right where you cut it, I know it's much shorter. I'm just gonna squeeze it. Whoa, there you go guys. Make sure you have protected wear on. So check this out. This is the original screw here and this is the one that I cut much shorter. Okay, so guys, if you wonder what I'm wearing to get so close to grind this so smooth, I'm wearing this, so this magnifying glass so I can see really close up, you know, and also put a mask in your face for the dust. All right, so let's put this screw in there and pull it up a little closer. Okay, that's it. You see that? Lots of clearance right there. Okay, so let's hook back up all the steering links and everything, and we're gonna check it out and see how much we get. Okay guys, check this out. See how close that's going? Much better. Guys, time to put the wheels up. Check this out, guys. Much better, guys.